All right. So, Trump has been found liable in the E Jean Carroll sexual abuse case. Now, jury did not find him guilty of rape, but they did find him guilty of sexual abuse, and they found him guilty of defamation. Which, I mean, he was doing that during the trial, so it's not like they had to try hard to prove that. Now, first off, let us go to. Now, she wasn't the only one who testified. There were 2 other women who testified. And let me just go to them. Oh, and also, Joe Tacopina doesn't understand how they didn't find him guilty of rape, but of sexual abuse. Dude, you're a lawyer. You should know the difference. I can't help you there. I can't help you do your job. But, let's see. He was right about one thing. He defended Trump's absence, citing the circus atmosphere. He said having Trump there would have made it more of a circus. He's not wrong. What more can you say other than I didn't do it? So basically, nobody can ever defend themselves from anything ever because all they can say is I didn't do it. Okay? But anyway, let me go to the other. Oh, before I do that, only Asa Hutchinson has actually said anything about the verdict. And he said it was another example of the indefensible behavior of Donald Trump. Let's see, but there were a couple of other witnesses. Jurors also heard from Jessica Leeds, a former stockbroker who testified that Trump abruptly groped her against her will on an airline flight in the 1970s, and from Natalia Stoyanov, a writer who said Trump forcibly kissed her against her will while she was interviewing him for a 2005 article. And, so that's all I have with that. So let's go to his unhinged rant. Wait, where am I? Okay. So his response to this. Oh, and it took them 2.5 hours to deliberate. Which I didn't think it was going to take them a long time because, like I said, Trump is making things easy. He's his own worst enemy. He won't shut up. So he typed in all caps, of course, I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time. Now, he claims he doesn't know who E Jean Carroll is, but I think I understand why. In his deposition, they showed a October deposition where his lawyer was questioning him. And one of the things she did was give him a picture where he is seen with E Jean Carroll. But he thought that was Marla. So not only did he assault her, he thought that he was assaulting his wife. So that might explain why he claims to not know who she is. He can't tell the difference between her and Marla. So, not that that makes it better, but maybe he truly didn't realize he knew her. And that's being generous. But still, the fact that he's going on about how he doesn't know her, but, he thought she was Marla. he still forced himself on her. Even if it's his wife, he still forced himself. And then, of course, they showed the Access Hollywood tape, which, for those who don't remember, he was bragging about how he just starts kissing women because he's just drawn to them, and that because he's a star, women just let him assault them, and that he he could even grab him by the pussy. And when questioned about that, did you actually say that? His response was, it's been like that for 1,000,000 years, which, exaggeration time, because humans have not been around for 1,000,000 years, but, and then he added, unfortunately or fortunately. So that tells you his mindset. He can't help but bathe in the light of his depravity. He feels that because, he can sexually assault women, that it's fortunate for him that he's allowed to do that. No, that just tells you that you suck as a human being, because if you left it unfortunately, then we could at least pretend that you're not a scumbag. But no, you had to remind us that you're a scumbag. And let's see, what else did we learn? So in this trial, E Jean Carroll was given $5 million. $2 million on I think it was $2 million for the sexual abuse and $3 million for the defamation. So, of course, they're going to appeal because, of course they are. And let me see if there's anything else from good old Joey. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. Trump is whining that he wasn't given a chance to be heard, have his voice heard. You were given 2 chances to come back to testify. You were given plenty of opportunities to testify. That's number 1. And we did hear from you. Your October deposition, which was concerning this case. It's not like it was an entirely unrelated case. This was E Jean Carroll's lawyer talking to you, questioning you. So in both cases, no, you were heard from. You were given the opportunity to come to the courthouse, and we had the deposition, the earlier deposition. So, again, Trump is trying to make himself out to be this poor little victim, and everyone's out to get him. No, you don't get to do whatever the hell you want and not have consequences for it. That's just not how this works. If you abuse or rape someone, yeah, there's going to be consequences for that. I'm sorry that you think because you're a star that you can get away with it. And maybe once upon a time, rich people could get away with it. Because E Jean Carroll didn't bring up this suit until much later. This happened in the 90s. So obviously she was emboldened by Me Too. Where women were just sick and tired of powerful people taking advantage of them simply because they were powerful people. And of course it was usually men. But men harming women. Occasionally we found men harming men, but for the most part it was men harming women. So that emboldened her to speak out. But So yeah, Trump is right. For the longest time, it had been like that. The rich people, celebrities, stars, whatever you want to call them, were allowed to get away with this shit. And it's great that they're not allowed to anymore. Because they should never have been allowed to. So anyway, that is the latest on Trump. And I will see you in the next video.